Hi, April.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Adam or EposVox here, and welcome to the long-awaited new office tour. I've been here for like 4 months now, and I'm finally showing it to you.
And you have a 6-month lease.
Yeah, well, it'll probably be extended. That was kind of the goal, is to like just show it off and then transition to new moving vlogs, but I don't want to do all that.
This video is made possible thanks to lynda.com. Lynda.com makes it easy to pick up new skills, grow your hobbies, or learn to use new software through their in-depth and easy-to-follow video tutorials and courses. I try to post tutorials as often as I can, but you can't beat the extensive coverage on lynda.com. I still go through Lynda courses on the regular to learn new things. You can get a special 10-day free trial by clicking the screen now or going to eposvox.com/lynda to learn more.
So this is obviously the front door, the most exciting part. No, okay. So back here is just kind of the back storage area before we get to the main setup, in which I have my new slider, tripod, and my voiceover stand, which is portable because it's on a mic stand, with my Tascam audio recorder, and just a little sound filter to filter out Chew being a goof. Just kidding.
I never make noise when you record.
I know, I'm kidding.
Jerk.
And then this is my bookshelf that was in my closet at the old place that I showed off from time to time. And it's just got my comics and my Pokemon cards and some action figures, and just kind of where I put any paper stuff I deal with, because yes, I still deal with paper. And then we have our review product barrage kind of thing up there for boxes, because I'm organized, obviously. And then lastly, on this wall, we have...
Holy shit.
It's a lot of lanyards, yeah.
I don't think I ever processed how many were here.
Well, and there's also a bunch on my lamp, too.
Good job, April.
And then lastly on this wall, we have my retro gaming station, which is still work in progress, but I've got the Atari all-in-one console, the Sega Genesis 2013 modern console, my super old Super Nintendo, and then off to the side my Nintendo 64, all hooked up to an AV switcher with a headphone output that came with my Turtle Beach headset like 5 years ago, and it's very convenient for this. I'll run into my TV that I had when I was a kid. This thing's as old as I am. Still works though, although the remote doesn't work. And then I'm going to eventually run it to the old school Elgato game capture to Choose PC here and record some games and just kind of... I need like a beanbag chair or something,
So
but just,
cute.
yeah, play some retro games.
Aww.
Yeah.
I'm taking one of your presents back and giving you that.
Don't take my presents back. And then I might as well show off, because you won't see this here, but I do have a giant pile of boxes, and I don't normally keep this, but this is for Christmas, and I've gotten a lot of review products lately, and then that box and obviously this one are Choose Christmas presents, so,
Yeah.
and messy.
I gave him a spend limit, and
I ignore it as you.
I'm really pissed at you, honestly.
And if you want to see the rest of the apartment, head on over to the vlog channel where we will do the full apartment tour. This is just the office tour for the tech channel. And then over on the gaming channel, I'll do some like specifics about the gaming setups and the retro and all that jazz. Links to that will be in the description below. And then we're here in the main office. This is where I spend 90% of my time and do all of my amazing work. And so this is the same desk that we had at the old place, pretty much set up in the same fashion. Choose side with microphone, arm, all that jazz. My side, I've now...
My side's longer. My side's longer. That's very important, because now I have legroom.
That is true. We moved, originally we had a file cabinet there, and I actually moved them out here so that she has plenty of legroom. I have plenty of legroom and storage room, and then the file cabinets just hold extra stuff instead of having to get a table or expand the desk anymore. Although it would have probably been smarter just to go ahead and put wood over top here and expand it, but whatever. And then I am now moved to 3 monitors. This one I usually switch over for console gaming. That's where all my console games run through, but I found it useful for my editing setup to have it here as well. And then my monoprice 4K and 1440p monitors. I've got a laptop up here that I've been experimenting with to be a 4th monitor via capture card. Kind of messy situation. And then all back here, which you're not really going to see, I have all of my external network hard drives and all that jazz cleverly hidden behind the monitors. Yeah!
And then he has this important stress ball.
Yeah, and my all-important stress ball.
Which I'm surprised you haven't destroyed.
Yeah, me too. I need a bigger one, though. And then down here we just have storage, my Epiphan Pearl streaming box, which I use to record a lot of my gameplay videos nowadays, so that is pretty freaking baller. I will have some tutorials starting on that in January, probably, that'll be pretty cool. And spaghetti monster cables, don't worry about that. It happens. Those are all power bricks for hard drives, and there's no way of possibly making those neater, in my opinion, or in my experience. And same decoration stuff we had on the wall, but in a new fashion, sound foam. This is a very big room, so the echoes are real. As you may have noticed from the first few videos I recorded here, it was quite echoey, but something we'll show you in a minute helped get rid of that as well. And then we have my insane mixer setup, which runs all of my game consoles, my PC, a second PC output for Skype, and all of our microphones, and the wireless microphone I'm using now, all through here. I can listen to it all through the headphone output, and it all runs back to my computer to 2 different outputs for Skype and recording and all that stuff. And this is what makes all of this really possible. So that's pretty cool. And I got my useless piece of crap Xbox One and my PC, same setup. I did finally get a UPS battery backup to help with some of my power issues, as I experienced a lot and complained a lot before in my old bedroom. I wish I would have gotten one years ago. I need to get a second one at some point for the other outlets.
This is your battery backup?
Yeah.
Hidden back here? Hidden
back there behind the creeper box and the Enderman box. And then our epic game and movie collection shelf, which is already full. My mom actually bought this for me after I was complaining about not being able to afford it. Not directly, but I was just like, hey, we finally picked one out and I couldn't afford it. And she was like, here, order it. And I was like, well, okay. And so we finally got to get the discs off the floor, and it makes for an amazing backdrop. And then I've just got figures and collector's editions up here, but it is almost full. So we are going to have to get creative if I get more games or movies or anything. Which you know will happen at some point. All right, then I got a new paper lamp, which works really well for video background and just looks cool and helps brighten up this giant room. Because for whatever reason, in most apartments and things like that, the living room has no light whatsoever. And the same thing in houses most of the time too. I do not, for the life of me, understand the concept. In a living room, a place where you're supposed to spend a lot of your time, the TV should not be the primary source of light. I just don't understand why there's never a ceiling light. Maybe not a fan necessarily, but something. But in every place I've ever looked, that's just like, oh, living room, you don't need light for that, shoo. Then we have my BRoll table, which was also a gift from my parents the last time they came over. And it's also what I just keep all of my in-progress review products and experiments on, because having a table has been something that I desperately needed, and it works out great. I've got a few different backdrops here that I will swap out from time to time in BRoll. We picked it up from a craft store, pretty cool. So preview at upcoming reviews and things like that. And yes, this has been in the background of videos as well. This is a leg lamp, not because I want it per se. If you don't know what it's a joke, like I guess would have been a meme back in the day from the Christmas Story movie. My family for like the past 8 years or so has done a gag gift every Christmas, where you pass it around from family member to family member, and you just have to display it until Christmas and then pass it along to the next person. Used to, we had one that was like this big, and you had to like modify it every time you got it. Like whoever got it had to modify it and then pass it along and just make it more and more ridiculous. But then somebody finally broke it, so we got a proper one. But yeah, and I got Christmas lights up and about, which also looks really good in video, and I'm really not going to want to take them down.
You could just switch them out for like a single color.
Yeah. And of course my little Christmas tree. That's the only tree we have here in the apartment. That's okay. We don't need a big tree right now.
I got these ornaments.
Yeah.
The controllers.
Yeah. And then this is where all the magic happens. I stand right here. We've got my trusty T3i, outdated as hell DSLR. Got a new review mic on top, so my mishaps with my SteelSeries reviews don't happen again, where the lav mic audio screws up and then I only have the on-camera mic to use. I will now have a bit better quality. $30 tablet as my video preview monitor here, and then lights. And what I mentioned before about knocking out the echo, I built, this was the curtain that was actually hanging on my curtains in my bedroom at my parents' house that I made out of sound foam. I just bought a backdrop stand, clamped it to it, and at some point I do want to get more foam and or eggshell mattress liner kind of stuff to help that, because there is still an echo kind of voice carry here. And then along the top of the backdrop is my row of headsets. All of my review headsets, except for this first Turtle Beach one, I think was like a Christmas present. It was my first gaming headset. But all of my review headphones that don't have cases. This is where it happens. We've got 2 custom built computer with old monitors that we have, because monitors are kind of expensive. My custom built computer, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS3, PS2, because LOL backwards compatibility does not exist to Sony, and Wii U. Then I've got my Surface tablet down here as well for kind of no reason at the moment. Originally there was a project where I might be able to use it to be a second monitor, which would have been a great video preview for Premiere. That didn't work out, so at the moment it just kind of hangs out and I pull up like Twitter or my email or something. If you have any old use ideas for a Surface RT tablet, not a full Windows, but RT, let me know in the comments down below. And this is EposVox Studio Winter 2015. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to smash the like button if you enjoy it. Tell Chu thank you in the comments down below for recording the video for me. I'm going to throw a ball at her now. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.
Asshole.